righty, what's up, traders? What's up? Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Welcome to this live session. We're going to be looking at NQ right now this morning and looking for some scalp trades in the live market. All we're going to do is try and chase after 50 to 60 ticks in the, or at least 50 60 ticks in the market. And yep, we got a game plan. We're going to go ahead and dive right into that right now. See you in a bit. All righty, traders. Well, good afternoon. Looks like my screen has not been shared yet. I'm going to go ahead and do that. There we go. I should have that popping up right there. All right, traders. Well, welcome to the trading session today. And we're going to go ahead and take a look and see exactly what is shaking and baking this morning as we dive into some trade setups. And we're really going to be focusing in on NQ this morning. And I'm going to show you how we chase after just 120 pips per day. So let me go ahead and pull up a couple of things here. Firstly, number one, here is our tracker at the moment right now. Yesterday we did a really good $685. We traded 7 times. Some trades we should have not been in, to be honest with you. Some of the trades we should have been in earlier, but it is what it is. We're going to go ahead and see if there's some opportunities this morning. We did have some news that came out early this morning, and that news came out just before we had, let's take a look right here. We had the news here. We had ADP numbers that came out this morning. Here we go. And the ADP numbers came out worse than expected. They expected 99K, came out at minus 33K. Even the revised numbers came out a little bit lower. Now, if I go to the dollar right here, just get a quick feel of what the dollar did this morning. You can see right here on the 1 minute. Let's go to the 30 minute. We had a big sharp move to the upside, and so that might be what we were looking for in regards to recovery, right? We were looking for the dollar to recover. We noticed that the market had created liquidity here, so we generated liquidity here, and now the market's going to hunt for that liquidity as it turns around and heads further back down south. We saw this in the US dollar CAD. We were looking at the US dollar CAD, and we said the US dollar CAD is also due for a corrective move, and well, we may end up seeing that by the end of today. Now, today's not about currencies. We're going to go ahead and take a look at NQ. And by the way, traders, we're going to focus in on a lower time frame, but I'm going to go ahead and give you a top-down analysis of exactly what I look for and how we go ahead and implement these trades. It's not that complicated, but we do use ITC concepts and sort of strategies to be able to look for the setup, look for the buy or sell model, and then trade in that direction. All right. And again, traders, all we're doing is trying to chase after 50, 60 ticks in the market. And you can see right here, based on our tracker, this was June. Let's go to July. And we were able to generate, remember traders, we were basing it off a $2,000 trading account because that's the sort of margin we have available for trading based on the SIM 50,000K account. So this is really to help traders to be able to take a 50,000 SIM account and go ahead and pass the evaluation by just simply going ahead and setting some goals per day as to what you're looking for. And so you can see right here, we needed to make $3,000 for the month, and we ended up making $2,800 just in 7 days. So traders, is a very easy and simple way to be able to quickly but slowly generate your returns. Now, this is it right here. Sorry, I said it was yesterday. That was actually on Monday. So Monday we made 685. Yesterday we made 325. So we're on track this month so far. Wednesday, the 2nd of July. Let's go ahead and dive into some trades this morning and see how we can, how many trades it takes us to go ahead and hit our target. Again, traders, we're just looking for $120, which is about 50 to 60 ticks. And let's take a look and see if we can do this. All right, so here's the 4-hour time frame. I'm gonna go ahead and break down the 4-hour time frame. And let's see here. We've got these equal lows sitting over here. I'm going to go ahead and mark off a couple of things here. In fact, let's go ahead and put in this right here. This is going to be important. So I'm going to mark off things that are important. These are equal lows. So I'm going to go ahead and mark it off as equal lows. There we go. Let's see, equal lows. I thought I had something that said that. Nope, I'm going to have to just put it in there. All right, hold on. So we got equal lows sitting over here. All right, so that's important that we're going to go ahead and pay attention to right there. Then I'm going to go to my 1 hour time frame. To look at the 1 hour time frame right here. What we're looking for, what we're trying to establish here is, do we have a model setting up? All right, and it can be a smaller model, can be a larger model. So if I look over here, I do see the market created a high, a new high right there, low. We did go ahead and displace below there. We had a fair value gap sitting over here. Price came back into the fair value gap. The market broke through this trend line. We're coming back to retest that, right? And now we're looking at this as there's a order block sitting over here. We also see that there was a high, low, high, all right? So we had a high, low, high. Price came down. We got an order block sitting in this area. So I'm going to mark that off because this is going to be important. I'm going to actually go to larger time frame. There it is there. Now, look at this, traders. Look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour closed up over here. Now, this does create a little bit of concern because this right here is becoming the breaker block, right? This will be the breaker block right here that we saw on that 1 hour time frame. There it is there. You can see there. There's the breaker blocks, and over there, price is coming back into that area to retest it. We can see the consequent encroachment level holding. Now, if the market breaks above here, we're going to probably go ahead and look for a liquidity grab up here at the top. This is going to be our buy side. So smart money is going to try to push the market back up to that area. And then let's see here. And so let's go down to a 30-minute time frame. So on the 30-minute time frame, I'm seeing here, we got a fair value gap that hasn't confirmed yet, but it's trying to. All right, you got to wait for this candle to close out. So clearly that is still time that's going to take place at the moment right now. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that off. Now, normally I'll go ahead and prepare this well before the 950 macro. 950 macro is where we want to go ahead and get our trades implemented. So I'll try to do that before the 950 macro. But this is going to give me the 30-minute fair value gap right here. Now I'm going to go down to the lower time frame. I'm going to try and pick up something here. Here's a 5-minute. All right, so we're back down to the 5-minute right now. And so I see a order block sitting over here. We are testing this area, right? So if this area holds, then price should take out that low, and we could see the market creating a let's do this. Market's going to create this right here. This will be seen on a 1-minute time frame like this, and that'll be a change of character which we are looking for if we're going to see price target this low right here. Now, what I also want to do is, traders, I also want to pull out the 1 hour time frame, and I want to pay attention to this high right there and this low down here. All right, just pull up that again. All right, there's that low. Now I want to go ahead and mark that off as this is my hourly low right here. And this is my hourly high. Let's see here. Oh, hang on, I clicked on the wrong button. Yeah, there we go. All right, there it is. My range high, range low. All right, want to go ahead and mark that off. Where is it? All right, perfect. Okay, good. Now that I've got that in place, I'm going to go back to the 5-minute time frame. And traders, I'm going to look for this right here. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a price rejection here. So here we see a bit of accumulation. All right, price is inside accumulation here. Now remember, traders, we're always going to see manipulation and then distribution. Now, the question here is that going to hold? Well, we're going to have to wait a little bit longer on that. Now, remember, if the market holds up at this resistance, then we should take out this low, and price is going to go down further down south to this area. So if I look at this right here and I go ahead and establish targets from there to this low there, that's 70 point or at least 70 ticks. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so look at this. We're getting manipulation here. All right. Now, this could also be a breakout. So if the market breaks out, comes back, retests, and we find support here, we can buy this long again. And then what we've got to do is we've got to go to the larger time frame, and there's the buy side that the market's looking for, right? So if we break above this consequent encroachment level, then we are probably going to be looking for the market to come back to this buy side liquidity up here at the top. So I'm going to watch it real careful. Remember, traders, we don't have to jump at everything that moves, but we're going to be really particular about where we're going to enter, all right? And it's going to be also looking at this hourly range and seeing if the market's going to manipulate and then come back in. Now, granted, traders, this is a 1 hour, all right? And so I can do some scalping on the lower time frame as things develop. So here it is, still looking at the 5 minute right here. Going down to the 1 minute. So here we have accumulation. Remember, if the market's going to accumulate, manipulate, and then distribute, this is where it's going to go down to. We've got this fair value gap sitting here on the 30-minute time frame. And if you look over here, the midpoint of that is right here. So price could come back to retest this before heading back up north. All right, so we can go back to this order block that's going to become the breaker block here on the 30-minute. We can come back and retest that and bounce back up again because buy side is still the draw possibly for today. All right, this is possibly the draw for today here. And if you look at the 4 hour time frame, you got to be thinking bullish based on this right here. So I might be getting a little bit anxious, but let's take a look over here. Okay, so if I go to the 1 hour time frame, or at least the 1 minute, I'm going to wait for price to drop back down here. I'm going to take a chance at this for a long. And if the market takes out this low, I might reverse it and look for the market target that low. So I'm going to take on a little bit of risk here, but I want price to come back to this area. Now I'm looking for some bullish PD arrays right here. The only thing I have is the retest of this area here. All right, so there's the indecision. All right, traders, I'm going to go ahead and look for a quick trade right now. I'm going to start looking for a opportunity right here. I'm going to go with 60 because sometimes the slippages occurs. And I'm going to see if the market's going to sweep this low once again, just to pump down to this area. And then I've got to wait for the market to close this candle. Let's see if it's going to do that. Might not be able to get it. Hold on. Patience, Gary. So there's a 1 minute time frame right here. So it looks like this manipulation may try to extend itself all the way to this buy side up here. So we might have a solid run to the upside. Let's go ahead and buy on this. All right, buying on this, we're going to look for this quick run right here. Oh, hey, hold on. Sorry, this is not my live account. Let me close this out. Ah, darn it. I just realized I got into the wrong account. Damn it. All right, let's go into the sim account right here. All right, there it is. And I am missing out. All right, let me go back to the 1 minute. All right, I'm not going to get too anxious yet because I could still see the market sweep the low right here. Let's see if I get a little bit of a sweep down here. This could end up holding. Now, what I could do is slowly progress into this position, meaning that if I drop this down to, let's say, 2 contracts, all right, if I go to 2 contracts, then instead of chasing after 50, I might have to chase after 120, and I can build onto that position. So I'm still looking for, look at the dollar value, maybe a 125. Go with 125. I'm looking for $125 if I look for profit on that. If I go with 5 contracts, then all I got to do is chase after 60 ticks. All right, 60 ticks will give me 150. That'll give me some room for some slippage too. So let's see if I can get a little bit of a dip here. And remember, my target is still going to be this right here. I'm still looking for the market to go to this buy side right here. And so I do keep in mind that this fair value gap here is based on, look over here. There is, so that order block is based on that right here. So we're probably going to get to the above this area. Traders, I'm going to go ahead and get in on this right now. I think this is going to be good. Let's see here. 5 minute. I'd like to see the market come back down here a little bit first before we go up. Again, if it comes in here, I'm going to assume that we're getting into accumulation, small manipulation, price coming back here to sweep liquidity, maybe come back down to the fair value gap and then take off. So there's two things I could do here. I could go ahead and wait for the price to go back in here and short the market, or I can wait for the market to get down to here and then buy the market, or I could simply go ahead and wait and let's see if the market breaks above this high again. Because the buy side, all right, traders, we're going to go with 60 on this. Then with 60 ticks, we're looking for another push right here above that high. Let's go to a larger time frame right here. Let's just take a look at where we can see any sort of resistance here. I don't see any form of resistance. No, I don't see any form of resistance right there. We had that long wick right here. So price is going to want to push back up north. Let's see if we can get that strong push right here. Now, if it's not going to blow through that high, I want to see it blow through that high. And that way we can get to our target a lot quicker. It's struggling a little bit right there. There we go. This is the push that I'm looking for. We're at 42 at the moment right now, 55. I want to see a stronger push right here, a really demanding push. Now, I can go ahead and move my stop to break even right here. Trades the last. Let's see if we can get this last push right here. So we've created some insufficiency here. I don't like the fact that we got a little bit of a accumulation right here. Let's see if we can do this last push right here. This is going to be, it might even just be a manipulation push. But if we can push above there, that should get me my $120 for the day. All right, we're at 110. I might even close out a little early if we get. There's 120 right there. Last push. There's going to be some commissions in that. I got to wait for that commission. Come on. All right, let's see if I managed to get that. I closed out, but just before that candle closed out right there. Let's go see what we made. Oh, $118, $30. All right, we short $2 or $1.70. We short $1.70. We could have waited for that just to get a hit to that target, and that's because of the commission that was charged as well. So if we go over here, 118, we're going to put over here 118.30. This was out of one trade. All right, we placed one trade on that, 118. We're not hitting our target yet. Remember, our target is 120. Now, granted, yesterday we made $321. So we were definitely over our target yesterday. We're up 268% based on our target set. So we're on track. If you look over here, we're almost, we're 73% away, or 73% closer to our target. We got about another, call it 27% left to gain our $600 target for the week. Now, let's see if we can pick up another. All we got to do is pick up some small profit on this. All right, so let's take a look here. We got to pick up $1 on this trade. Not a lot. All right, so yeah, we have a fair value gap here on the 1 hour, or at least the 1 minute. And remember, traders, I'm still looking for accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. So we're still in manipulation right now. We don't see distribution yet. All right, don't see distribution yet. Now, I don't have to be extremely aggressive anymore because we're right up there. We're 98% there. We've got just two more dollars left to make for the day. I don't even have to trade more. I can go ahead and let it go and see how what the markets do. So let's see here if I can pick up a short, quick trade here, and it's going to be another push. I think we're going to see the market come back to retest this fair value gap. And traders, I can actually go with one contract and be real conservative. Let's see here. Let's go with two contracts. All right, we go with two cons on this. And I'm going to wait to see what price does over here. And all right, so it's looking like it's going to push back up again. Let's go ahead and enter. Let's see if we can pick up just $2 on this trade. We've got two contracts. If it drops back into this, I'm going to add a little extra on this if it goes back here, but I'm expecting the market just to sweep the high. If it doesn't, again, we just need, in fact, I can go ahead and do this, move this down here. And that's all we're looking for is right here is the market to go ahead and sweep that high. And if it does look to drop back down, I'm looking for just a little manipulation move. That's all we're looking for, just a quick manipulation move right here. We're $1 up, $3 down, $8 down, bouncing back and forth right here. I'm going to move my target up a little more just because I think we're going to get a deeper push. All right, there it is. We're $8 up, $9 up. I'm going to close out. There we go. We're done. All right, take a look right here. We're at 121.62. Traders, we're done for the day. All right, now if you want to pick up some more, that's great. But 121, I believe 60, right? Let's see here. That was out of two trades, 121.62. Let's go ahead and add that in. 121.62. All right, let's go ahead and mark that off as two trades. And traders, I want to go into a little more detail. I want to go ahead and take a look at it. I want to break it down a little bit more. Remember, where's the draw of the day? All right, we're focusing on the draw of the day, but let's go ahead and check it out after this. Alrighty, traders, welcome back. Well, if you're looking for a broker, traders, if you're looking for a broker, this is a great deal. Make sure that you check out Traders Network Club. Any of our products, in fact, we've got the Ultimate Traders Bundle, where you get the Navigator Pro, the Wealth Flow, as well as the Optimal Traders, where we look for trade setups just like this in our optimal trading sessions, futures trading, to help traders build up equity on futures. Now, if you're interested in getting all our products absolutely zero for free for 12 months, all you got to do is open up a live trading account with Eightcap Broker. Let us know, and we'll hook you up for 12 months absolutely free, not a cent out of your pocket. Now, check out TradersNetworkClub.com or check out the links down below as well. We have a special deal for the 4th of July. You can take a test drive for a month for $67. $67 covers the whole month for you, and you get access to all our products. So check it out. We've got some great deals going on. Now, with regards to the draw of liquidity, our draw today was this level, the buy side right here. So which means, traders, that I'm probably going to be wanting to be bullish all day long. And so if I go to the setup here on the lower time frame, then what I'm looking for here is for the market to come back and retest. So right now, we're looking for price to possibly go back and retest this order block right here. So my 5-minute time frame tells me that I'm going to be paying attention to this order block here. Now I can go to the 1 minute, and I can look at the 1 minute for a little bit of a scalp down towards that level. All right. So if the market breaks this level here, market breaks that level, I could look for an opportunity to sell it back down to this area. And if you look at right here, we have approximately 94, 95 ticks. So traders, there is still a lot of small opportunities. So if I did not reach my target for today, then this is how I'd go ahead and pay attention to some additional trades. Now, there's two times that we really want to pay attention to. The 950 macro and the 150 macro. Those are the 2 times that you really want to get involved in some trading opportunity. That's when the market's really going to move towards those liquidity levels. But also, traders, I noticed that between around about 11:30 to 12:30, we tend to have some market movement as well that you could also trade. And that's normally because we got the European market that's starting to close down. And so a lot of people are focusing more on the equities market here in the US. And so because of that, we tend to get some more volatility. So there's a lot of opportunity here. And all we're doing is just paying attention to some short-term trades, all right? Some quick scalps. Traders, you don't have to eat this elephant in one day, all right? In order to pass your sim trading account with your evaluation account, all you got to do is just be consistent. Make small profits every single day, and that will build you up to a point where you've got a $50,000 available for trading. But this is the problem right here with a lot of traders that have sim accounts. They look at sim accounts and they say, well, I've got $50,000 to trade. And then what they do is they go ahead and risk based on $50,000. How you're going to treat it, traders, is you're going to treat it like it's $2,000. That's it. Because remember, $2,000 is your drawdown, your max drawdown. So if $2,000 is your max drawdown, then why focus on the 50,000? Rather focus on the 2,000. And if you take a look at our details here, our track record shows here that we focus based on a $2,000 trading account, and we trading based on that. So when you see the results here, when you see that we've made 93%, that means, traders, that we've made 93% based on these daily targets. But if you take a look at the overall, all right, our target for the month is 150%, which means, traders, that we're trying to make $3,000, right? We're trying to make $3,000 from a $2,000 trading account, from $2,000 of equity. So what is that? That means then if we're up right now $2,800 for the month, that means we're up 140% for the month based on $2,000. All right. So whether it's a live account based on sim account or a live trading account with $2,000, this is how you should approach it. Doesn't matter what. All right. It doesn't matter if it's a sim account or a live trading account that has been funded by yourself. You've got to approach it the same way. And so right now, traders, we are on track, and we're looking for that $600 mark. We know that on Friday, we're not going to be doing any trading on Friday. We may trade on Thursday. So that means, traders, I'm trying to make up enough profit to cover the 600 for this month, or at least for this week, based on only 3 days of trading. So which means I've got to really target an average of about $200 per day, and that'll give me my $600 for the week. So traders, am I done for the day? Well, I might go back and take a look and see how things play out for the rest of the day and see if there's new opportunity. I know where my draw of liquidity is. It's up here, and now I've got to just wait for the opportunity for the market to come back down and then get back in on those moves. So if I want to look for more profits on this, then instead of looking for just a breakout trade, what I'd look for is the market come back into some sort of bullish PD array, maybe on a 5-minute time frame to get a higher time frame to confirm that, and then move it down into a lower time frame for entry. And so yes, so we could see NQ Prosy going down to test this area and then shooting up to our draw of the liquidity, which is up here. So this is the draw. This is where I'm expecting price to pull back to. This will be a long-term and a bigger move to the upside. We can definitely scale into this position if you want to and not put that much risk on that trade. Traders, I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel. We're going to be doing a lot more of this. At least I'm going to be doing a lot more of this in the week. So looking forward to seeing you guys in the channel. Share the channel, share the video. Go ahead and subscribe. Get involved, traders, and check out Traders Network Club. Make sure you check out Traders Network Club. There's a lot of good stuff that is there for the taking. So, traders, with that being said, happy 4th if I don't see you before then. Happy 4th, and we'll see you next time.